So here is a video explaining possible alternate strats in all sigils for C2. So current strats, whoops, forgot Turban, okay. Current strats get Rapunzel, and then what you do after Rapunzel, which doesn't change with my alternate strats. What you do after Rapunzel is you take a cube, if I can do this. Take a cube and you break it out with this jump. If you get the kind of jump. Okay. Then you do the breakout whoop and you're out. Then after you are out of this one, you can just get cemetery from here. Pretend that I got that. Here's cemetery sigil. And then you grab the cube and you get the other two sigil from that statue. However, there is a way to get everything with paint decently fast, except for Rapunzel, which would still use the same solution. So, my route would be do Rapunzel first. My route would depend based on your paint spawn, but in general you would do Rapunzel first. Then you would leave to grab paint. In my case, it's here because it's set 2, or I think weird paint also spawns here. But anyway, it's here. So what I do is I clear this sigil, which is the short wall. Then I clear the star and the sigil for a ditch and a fence back there. And then from there I leave a ditch and a fence. I regrab my paint again, and I head over there. If you have one of the other paints which spawn near this church, or I think there's one that spawns in that corner in the far back, you just grab that spawn, do cemetery first, and then you come to the short wall and clean up there. So anyway, all the strats, I'm pretty sure you already know these two, but you can jump this tree. And it's the one you want to do first for the short wall. Whoops, if I can get this. It's kind of not the easiest paint jump, because you have to actually jump onto the wall, but okay. Yeah, pretend I didn't fall there. From here you just jump, grab your sigil, then you leave. And then I've seen most people use this tree again, but you can actually use this one, which is slightly faster, because then paint will be closer to the exit of a ditch and a fence. You want to angle yourself this way, jump and turn. You get a lot of height, so you have all the time you need to make the turn. And then you're still on the same wall, but you're also closer to where you need to go. So you can just jump up here, do this. Blah blah blah, get your star, remove the fan, get your sigil, then you can leave through here, and then you can grab this paint bucket, and we head to cemetery, which is, I think, is the new strat that no one really knew. Go up to this tree, jump over, and then you take this cube, make an elevator cube. It's not the most consistent, but it works. Yeah, there you go. And then you can just jump here, and here's the sigil. And what you can do from this tree is also you can land here. If you do manage to land on the wall, you can also jump to this middle thing. You can do it from like here as well. Just jump up here, and then you can jump over without bothering with the elevator cube, which is quite slow. So if you get the jump directly on the wall, it's slightly faster, but otherwise the elevator cube works just fine. And with this route and that paint spawn, which is probably the best, I got a 128, and Azores Gold is a 134. So I think if someone who is good at Rapunzel times it, he can probably get a 125, maybe using this route, and with that paint. I don't know, I haven't timed the other paints, but it shouldn't be too much slower, because this one you can just grab from Rapunzel. I think it spawns, yeah, it spawns back here. So from here you just walk all the way to cemetery, do it, and then you leave, regrab your paint, and go get the stool. So it's a bit slower with the movement, but not too much. And the church one is kind of worse paint, but at that point after Rapunzel, if you know you have church paint, you reset and then just grab it, do cemetery, leave, and do that one. So yeah, I've timed the strats and they take about 125, I think, if they're done completely optimally. I am not good at C2 though, but I have gotten a faster time than Azuri's Gold, which should be enough proof that this thing has potential. It's not that big of a time save, but it is a pretty good something. I mean, the cube breakout, I don't know if there's some potential to combine that with paint. I don't think there really is too much potential, but since you're breaking out from here, maybe you could just get cemetery and then do these other two with paint. Especially if you have the best paint here behind there, so you would just grab paint, do the steal, then you would reset in here. You would do Rapunzel, breakout, get cemetery. I don't know if that's faster, but it's possible. So yeah, I don't know, but there's a lot of potential for paint strats to be faster than just break out a cube and get everything, because it's a lot of working time from there to here again. I guess it's the same working time as the worst paint back there, but I think working time is slightly reduced if you have any of the other paint sets. So